Greetings once again, would-be demon lords. Duuz-Diz-Din back with more Dead Rock. In the previous chapter, Yakuto and his class were sent out by their teacher Saru on a job. Although Saru made a very ominous comment about picking up their bones should they die. The mission? This witch out in the forest needs some help. Bandits are accosting her. Choco recognizes the witch's name, and more importantly, as they have found the book containing the secrets of their principal god, they are unable to open it, apparently sealed by some spell or curse or what have you. But Choco believes that this witch could help them out, so as they enter into the forest, they encounter the bandits and make quick work of them. But when they come upon the witch's house, they find her brutally murdered and nailed to her door. Suddenly, her house is crushed by none other than Vice Principal Bren. You see, he doesn't want anyone knowing that he ended up losing the book containing God's weakness, and he felt that, he can just deal with the kids off campus on a mission where they could potentially die and no one would be any wiser. But unlike before, he's going up against the whole class, so he decides to go into his full, gigantic form, even more monstrous than before. Can our heroes defeat the vice principal? Or better yet, can they even survive? Tien didn't. How many of Yakuto's classmates will die off this time? Join me as I find out, won't you? I will admit I am actually genuinely worried. I still cannot believe Ian is dead. I'm still thinking he's just gonna pop back on up. But it really is hard to say, man. If we go a good 10 chapters and he doesn't come back, I will legitimately be shocked. Alright, Dead Rock Chapter 12. White Calamity. And this is so weird. Is Makoto wearing a virgin killer sweater with a boob hole? And she's serving a hot pot with some skeletons in uniform and they're throwing a party? What is this cover page? So weird. Alright, we have Bren in his gigantic form towering above the forest. The students prepare themselves. As Ryzen grits his teeth, he questions, why we gotta fight the vice principal? And he tells them, we don't have a choice. He's going after us. Are you stupid? Yakuto holds his arm thinking, can I win with only the power of my right arm against demon teacher Bren? Choco holding the book says, looks like I gotta fight. And she poofs into Zealosia, the black wizard, which I still can't get over. He says in pretty girl mode. Well, Makoto smiles and blushes a bit, saying, oh my, you are cute. Bren peers down at the student saying, delinquent students are a pain in the neck. I'll just kill you. This is education, he says as he rips a tree out with one arm. Hani says in shock, he picked up a tree? And Bren reels back the tree and then slams it on the ground, sending multiple other trees flying. You see Ryzen and Makoto go diving out of the way. So you gotta love the way that Mashima drew Makoto. It's just with her foot just conveniently covering a little bit of her butt. And Bren, he is just a swinging. He's trying to swat a fly with a fly swatter. Zealosia holds on to Hani, saying he's ridiculously powerful, while Yakuto calls out to Frey. Frey charges forward, saying okay, and with her burning fist she unleashes blazing fist of obliteration. She ignites the tree in Bren's hand, much to his shock. Zealosia then uses black magic, Song of Destruction. Song of Destruction? Was that from Lullaby in Fairy Tale? Hani then slams down his hammer, using Thunder Impact. Oh god. The two attacks hit Bren as he just stands there and takes it, and he just tells him, those won't work on me. Hani reacts in shock as Bren brings down his hand on top of Choco, Zealosia, and Hani. Frey calls out for Choco and Hani, and while Zealosia, just rubs her head a little bit in pain, Hani's been completely turned to bits, saying, what unbelievable power. And Frey shouts, you're broken again? which is a good point. We just put Hani back together. Meanwhile, Ryzen holds up his sword, dashing forward, saying, with guys like this, you usually gotta aim for the legs. But before Ryzen can stab into Bren's foot, he lifts it, jumping up into the air. Much to Ryzen's shock, who looks up saying, he flew? But then Bren slams his feet down into the forest, causing a massive shockwave. It's kind of like fighting a boss in an RPG. Ryzen is sent flying backwards as Yakuto and Frey shield themselves, while Makoto says with a very stern look, my turn. And she summons her undead army, slamming her staff on the ground. Ooh, but Bren is already on her, bringing his fist down on Makoto, who looks up in a panicked shock. Honestly, it's the most shocked I've ever seen her. Yakuto goes running in, shouting to watch out, as he just barely manages to bring Makoto out of the way of Bren's gigantic fist. Here comes the giant fist! The Makoto simply says, oh no, my sweet little corpses. Be glad you're not a sweet little corpse. Well, honestly, I doubt you'd even be a corpse after that. Yakuto goes running over to Ryzen, saying, Ryzen, please use your sword to throw me at him. Ryzen questions, huh? Yakuto tells him, if I can reach his face. Yakuto jumps onto Ryzen's sword. Ryzen says, here, go get him. And with a mighty swing, he launches Yakuto right at Bren's face. Bren looks at this tactic in a questioning manner as Yakuto reels back his fist, ready to use Black Dragon's Fist of Obliteration, and manages to connect right with Bren's eyeball, and it does nothing. As Bren says, that won't work on me. Much to Yakuto's shock. Oof. He then swats Yakuto out of the air. As Bren says, no matter how many of you students band together, you're still no match for a vice principal. Yakuto hits the ground hard. While Ryzen says this guy, Bren begins to get gleeful as he laughs. I'm the vice principal. Kyoto? Teaching head? What does that mean? I have no idea. I feel like the translation for that is a little off. Kyoto? Like, what? Ryzen panics, saying, there's no way we can beat him. Yakuto shouts, if we can't beat him, we definitely won't be able to beat God. Zalacia says, but running is our only option here. While Frey adds, and Hani got shattered again. Makoto lifts herself up, saying, interesting. The teaching head. Oh, suddenly Bren is holding up the gate from before. I was wondering how that was going to come into play. It was obviously plot relevant. I didn't think he was just going to pick it up. Ryzen notes, he picked up that level gate we saw. And then Bren just brings it down on everyone in the forest. And the gate suddenly activates. As the gate, now on the forest floor, shoots a beam of light up into the sky. Bren gets worried, saying, what? What's happening? Zalacia notes, ooh, the seal wizard Magoo McGee. I forgot that was her name. She must have sealed that gate. Wait, what did she seal away? Seriously. Okay, I didn't think it was the sorceress who sealed the gate. What's gonna come out of it? Something to help them beat Bren? What? Suddenly a golden dragon comes out of the gate? The hell is going on? Well, a shining dragon at least. I can't really tell if it's gold in a black and white manga. Oh god. And without missing a beat, the dragon just starts firing upon the forest. Freaking summon Shenron, or I guess I should say Kaido, freaking using Boro Breath over here. This causes massive destruction. As if that wasn't already happening to the forest. We see Yakuto and Frey looking on in shock, and even Bren is just utterly dumbfounded by what he's seeing, as the dragon just kinda hovers there, majestically. Seriously, what is with this dragon? Oh, Hani notes, a white dragon? Or Ryzen panics, saying, hey, now we got two monsters to fight? Makoto says, but it is majestic, as the dragon just roars up in the sky. Bren questions, a white calamity? From level 2007? What is it doing here? Oh, okay, first of all, white calamity. That's usually what I used to call certain moments in when I was working in retail. Suddenly a figure walks forward behind the kid saying, I sealed it away because it was dangerous. How will you make up for releasing it? And suddenly, Magoo McGee just walks forward, not dead and unharmed. Weird. Zelazia gets excited, calling out to Magoo McGee. I swear to God, I hate saying that name. Horizon is shocked, saying, You're alive? Frey notes, but we saw your dead body nailed to your door. Well, Makoto says, I don't recall turning you into a zombie. Magoo says, I can at least make a magical double of myself. What do you think I am, some spring chicken? I've lived hundreds of years. I will admit, the way that Zelazia was talking this lady up, I'm just like, is she really dead? Just be dead already when she was apparently some very powerful and capable witch. I just figured maybe she was just a throwaway bystander. I'm kinda glad that wasn't the case. But then again, why couldn't she deal with the bandits? Maybe she just didn't want to be bothered? I mean, was it all just a setup by Bren, or was he gonna pin it on the bandits? I'm not really sure how this whole situation was supposed to play out, honestly. Magoo says, take responsibility for what you did. What they did? It was Bren who unsealed it. He picked up the gate. But Yakuto suddenly smiles, jumps on the dragon's tail, saying, I'll seal it away again, as everyone else crawls out to Yakuto. Magoo questions, You aren't even a seal wizard, you little whippersnapper. What can you do? But Zelazia looks intently, saying, Don't tell me. Is this how he managed to get the power of the Black Dragon? He's going to use the power of his curse? Ryzen questions, His curse? Zelazia says, remember how he turned into a black dragon before? That was the power of his curse. He got it in exchange for his own life force. The black dragon root didn't give him the power to turn into a giant dragon. He got it himself. And as Yakuto scales the white dragon, he says, I'll seal you away. Inside my body, he says as he is on the top of the dragon's head. Even the dragon's like, wait, what? Ryzen says, what? Makoto questions, is he crazy? Magoo says, no, it's too dangerous. Well, Zelazia says, if your curse gets any worse, you'll die. I guess it's a nothing venture, nothing gain kind of situation. Though I gotta say, this is really convenient. Yakuto was just like, I need a power-up, and here's a white dragon. So is he gonna be the black and white dragon? And even Bren's like, what? What the hell is even going on now? Suddenly, light starts to emanate from where Yakuto is in contact with the white dragon as he says, give me your power. As everyone looks on in shock, Yakuto shouts, I don't care if I lose my life. Yakuto begins to draw in with the power of his black dragon arm, and suddenly there's a crash, and the figure of what looks like Yakuto's black dragon form appears, but now it's a shining white dragon with one black arm. Hani questions, Yakuto, is that you? And Bren, who has spent like the last multiple pages just being dumbfounded. Magoo questions, cross between a black dragon and a white dragon. That's the legendary dragon mentioned in the creation records of the demon world. The white and black dragon. Dude, I have no idea how to even process any of this. It's just happening, man. Cause I don't know, it's just so weird. It's just like, oh, there was thankfully a white dragon just seemingly hidden away. The exact thing Yakuto might have needed to power up. Maybe it'll be enough to help him defeat Bren and yada yada yada. It's so weird. Unless this was a plan by someone. Because I keep wondering if maybe Saru is secretly on their side or something. Maybe Bren was just like, maybe Bren ordered for them to go out on a mission, but Saru sent them someplace he knew would be beneficial to Yakuto, or he'd end up dead. Either way. But now that they've also opened the Pandora's box of Yakuto, absorbing this power will take away from your life force, is like, okay, how many times can Yakuto keep draining his life force before something actually happens? Will it actually happen? And the whole Magoo McGee thing is just like, okay, will she be more relevant beyond exposition too? Will she help them with the book? Will she not? It's hard to say as well. And then to just have Bran just constantly being there with his eyes popping out of his head. Well, eye singular. Oh no. It's hard to know how I feel about any of this. I think my feelings on this will be decided once I know where this goes from here on out. I need to know if there's a deeper explanation for a lot of what's happening here. Because if it's not, it's gonna feel like Mashima just wanted things to happen and it's just going with the flow of things. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also remember to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I hope to see you later. Till then, bye-bye.